What's going on, YouTube? Hope everybody's having a great day. Today, I am joined by a legend. We got the man Ash here. We're going to be talking about some things in Raid Shadow Legends that desperately need to be updated. They're going to, make you feel like you're still getting constant progress because we fiend for that progress, right? It's the thing that makes you want to keep playing the game, right? When you feel like things are stale, you don't want to play the game. You move on, you go find somewhere else to feel like you're getting a sense of progress from. So we're going to cover a bit of that today. And hopefully we can see some of these changes in the future. I don't know, maybe someone at Polarian will see this and they'll be like, oh, those are actually some great ideas. So what is going on, Ash, man? Thank you for joining us on the channel.
Yo, HWZ, I am thrilled to be here, man. This is a great topic because tearing down the fourth wall for the folks out there. Like, I hit you up to do a collab, whatever, and we're like, both of us were like, okay, we'll figure out what we're gonna talk about like right before we record. And you came at me with this idea, and I'm like, dude, this is a great idea because it's something that like there's so many things that I feel like Plarium has been neglectful, not to be like unfair, but like there's so many things that just have not been touched in years that you almost forget about them in this game. So I think it's a great topic and it feels pretty like fresh for me. And who knows, like you said, maybe they'll take some inspiration.
Yeah, man, I'm hoping they do. Like, we got new content to look forward to. They're gonna be doing some buffs. They're gonna be increasing our storage. So they're
Yeah.
coming with a little bit, but I need them to come strong, bro. Cause
What were you most excited about, like out of all the stuff that
I,
is coming TBD?
the thing that's supposed to be bigger than Doom Tower,
Right? It's hard not to pick that, right?
it's hard not to, because like artifact storage, I get it, but I also make sure I keep my gear down. I do cleansing, pretty often. But dude, content. I'm like fiending for content.
Yeah.
I said that, and don't feel any type of way about this, Ash. I said to my viewers on Twitch, I said, when all the other Raid Shadow Legends content creators quit, when they're done, I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be around playing the game because I love this game. But dude, I'm getting to the point. I'm like, I don't have anything to do. Like,
First off, it will be me and you, man, because I feel like, you know what? Like, not to, I'm sure a lot of people feel this way. Like, I was going to be like, give a big disclaimer about it, but like, I'm just going to be real too, is that I've invested too much time and money into this damn game to give up at this point, like, especially if I'll be a sucker, man. Like, as long as there's some sort of promise of better days in the future, I'm like, okay, well, ROI on my current investment, I'm going to continue playing at least for now. But like, I hear you, dude. We talked about this a little bit off air, but it's been very dry, man. It's been tough. As a content, I'm sure no one cares about the plight of a content creator, right? But
right.
like that being said, it's like, dude, every day it's like, okay, what the hell am I gonna make a video on this time, man? I don't know.
Could always just pull some shards.
Yeah, you can always pay a few $100s to pull more shards. You can do that, right?
Yeah, so let's get into this
Yeah, let's get
topic,
into it,
man.
man.
We got a bunch of stale stuff in the game.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think, one of the main things we should, jump into first is this market. And the reason I think this could be so impactful is because like I'm playing another game right now. For the first time in a long time, I'm actually playing another game. I must confess, guys, I am playing Watcher of Realms.
Come to the dark side, my friend. It's a great game, huh?
Bro, it is a great game. And the market in that game is a actual market. You get tangible things in there every day. You can get multi-battles in the market. If we could get multi-battles in the Raid Shadow Legends market,
Potions too.
Bro, you get everything. You get at least one shard in there every day. The equivalent of an ancient shard in there pretty much every day, right?
Yep.
So just simply updating this market, giving us some more useful things. Like, why am I getting 3-star gauntlets in? Why am I getting uncommon and common gear in here? Things that I have absolutely no use for as a person who's been playing this game for 3+ years, right? So, dude,
dude, you know what? You could get so crazy with the market if you wanted to, right? Like, you know how they do it in Watchers, how there's like 4 sub markets in the markets. Like there's a but you could have champion shards, you could have so many that you could have soul stones, you could have so much. And really, it's a lot of the issues in this game goes to the scarcity of the resources, right?
Yep.
As long as you have, like, I don't mind paying a lot for things that are very rare.
Yes.
So full transparency, a lot of the cool things that we named in Watcher of Realms, they cost the equivalent of gems. They call diamonds there, right?
Yep.
So like, it's not like they're super cheap necessarily, but instead of just popping up with ads 100 times a day, it would be nice to actually have being able to like mess around with currencies a little bit in game and choose what we want to buy when we want to buy it,
Yeah.
And the cool thing is you can get like an added element of gambling and luck to the market where sometimes you'll get big discounts. Like, for example, again,
Yes, you do.
in Watchers, there'll be like a 50% off discount, but it'll be random and rare to get. But then you're like, wow, okay, this is good, obviously,
Yeah, and it's worth using that in-game currency for. Like I
Yeah.
got one earlier, man. 50% off the energy refill. You're getting a hundred or so energy for like 20 gems or something like that. And that's just like, that's amazing. Anybody would take that. If we could get multi-battles in the Raid Shadow Legends shop, like mobile players would be so much happier. They don't have to buy packs or wait on a code or some sort of promotion to get multi-battles. They want people to play the game, like,
think of all the stuff, man. XP boosts, oils, like everything could be there, and they'll all have their individual costs. It's not going to disrupt anything.
Mhm.
Even even rank charms, man. Like, I'm always running out of like my rank charms and stuff like that in the forge, like they could have forge material, they could have charm, they could have so much. And as long as the costs are appropriate, like it's not going to disrupt game balance. It's going to help the availability of this stuff,
Yeah, I think we could go all day about the things.
Yeah, right.
Put in that market.
The market, man. But anything would be an improvement on what we have right now, dude. I don't even check my market ever. Like, I'm not refreshing for ancient shards. Are you? Are you doing anything?
No, I'm not refreshing for ancient shards. No.
I'm
not refreshing for anything.
Me neither, man. Like, put some primal quartz in there or something, Gosh,
there's a thought, man.
There's a thought.
Or like,
I'll never do it, but it's a thought.
Or like a gear, a day of free gear removal. Throw that in the market. I'll buy it.
Yeah, X amount of time gear removal. You're right, man. There's so many things they could do, and you're right, and it sucks right now. So yeah, I agree.
But next, I think could be updated is the Gymmind. Somebody actually, last night on my stream was like, hey man, they should add like 3 more levels to the Gymmind, at least 2-3 more levels to the Gymmind, right?
Yeah,
we can, at this point you get 15, capacity's 15. Take that up a notch. We need gems. Gems are one of the greatest currencies in the game, and unless you're buying them or you win some sort of giveaway or what have you, you're not getting a whole lot of gems just from doing daily activities, participating in tournaments and events. You're getting like a few here, 15 here, 20 here, 50 here, maybe 100. You get some from Clan Boss, but other than that, man, like, give me more gems. I need more gems, or at least some way to also like generate silver as well. Something.
That's what I was gonna say, man. Like, what if you turn it? What if instead of a mine? Well, I guess it could still be a mine, but what if it was a refinery or something, and you had like silver and gems and whatever the heck else? But like, like silver's a big issue in the game too. Obviously, it's never really. Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's keep talking about the mine.
Yeah. So,
or unless you had more, because I agree with that. I guess I will make my point. Then screw it. I think it's like it's really counterintuitive, and like we're all used to it, so it doesn't really register on our radar. But I think this game it's very bizarre, and it makes no sense for new players, especially that silver farming in this game is all spider. Like, make a silver farming area or something, I don't understand. It doesn't make that much sense that especially with silver being like, it's always, especially after instant artifact upgrades, which was amazing, but like, I'm always silver broke after that, and it's like, dude, I wish there was a way that like, hey, I need silver, I'm going to go farm silver, not farm accessories. It's kind of weird. They should just have a silver area.
Exactly. You see where my silver is at. I'm at, I got 4 mil silver right now. I'm holding on. I could maybe upgrade like one artifact.
One artifact.
So I'm like, I need to hold on to that. I might need it for something. So definitely feel you on the silver, bro. Like, I need a way to constantly be generating these things. I know that we're not the only people who need to be constantly generating these things and at a higher level, as we
Yeah.
progress through the
Yeah.
game, as you move towards, mid game, in game, wherever you are, like you need to be generating more of the resources, which moves me to my next thing, the energy cap. What?
I
Dude,
wouldn't hold my breath on that one.
don't hold your breath. Yeah, you
But I agree.
probably die. The energy cap, though, man, like this is probably the energy cap is probably like the number one thing. It comes up every time someone makes a suggestion about like QOL, right? Any QOL change, energy cap, energy cap. Give us more energy. Can you increase the energy cap? When we move to like 100 levels, we got no change in there. Whereas like before, when you're progressing, when you're first starting out, like the energy cap is moving. It's moving a little bit, and then it caps out. It caps out.
And that's it forever. Yeah.
That's it forever. So we don't, I would like to see some change there. I don't think a ton needs to be said about that, right? We all know that one.
100%, 100%.
But let's look at this. You
yeah.
got something?
I got something, man. I got dude. I mean, I hate to compare everything to Watchers because there's a lot that Raid does better than Watchers too, to be fair. But like, you also see things, and this light bulb moment happens, and the Tavern is the biggest one for me. Dude, upgrading the process of upgrading a common champion to a 5-star champion in this game is so arduous, so frustrating, so long, so tedious, right? Like having to go in there, whether it's brews, whether it's EXP raids or whatever, like it just takes so long. And I feel like the Tavern is archaic in this game compared to its competitors. In Watchers, man, like literally, everything's automatic, like, because here's the thing, there's a lot to do in Raid Shadow Legends. We know about this, we know about the time issue, right? They've addressed some things in the time issue, the quick battles and clan boss and stuff like that as well. So props to them, they keep adding some nice quality of life stuff there. But what is the most tedious thing to do? It's like, it's spending a lot of time in the Tavern to me, like sacrificing to sacrifice, leveling to sacrifice, all that stuff. That's, no one likes that. Do you don't enjoy that, right? Or maybe am I wrong?
No, I don't at all, dude.
You enjoy a lot about this game, but not that.
Yeah.
That should be automated. It should be, if you have the resources, if you have the champions all added together, you should be able to one tap upgrade champions in this game. As long as it's not going to change anything about the cost or anything, right? But you shouldn't have to like the whole leveling process. It should be one tap to me. As long as you have everything, I'm not asking for anything to be cheaper or anything in that regard, but it's, I love, have you seen I know you've only been playing for a couple of weeks, but have you seen the UI in Watchers for upgrading,
the quick
heroes?
star, of course, man. I've made 2 6-stars to this point. I'll say, obviously you have to farm the XP, you hit the XP rate, you get your XP, but just that ease of just tap. All right, I have this many 3-stars, I have this many 4-stars. Let me go ahead and just tap. They're all 4-star now. Tap. 5-star.
Yeah, you can go raid. You go raid for an hour or whatever. You turn on your auto battle. You come back. You're like, okay, how many can I convert to 5-stars? Done. Tap. You're like, then you go back to do whatever you were doing. It's in this game. It's like when you get a new champion, dude. That's when the battle begins. It's like, get ready because it's gonna be a long time till you get that champion fully upgraded.
Right.
I feel like if you have the resources on your account, you should be able to just do it without having to spend. It's very tedious. And once you experience not having to do that, you're like, oh man, this feels even worse,
Oh, definitely, man. Because champ training takes so long. It's one of the more tedious events. The tournament hasn't been as bad because, we can use skill books now for points in the champ training tournament. So, you get a good amount of, skill books. You can just fly through that. But champ training events, bro, are dreadful. So another thing that I think, they really need to just, bring up to date is the Sparring Pit. And you showed me your Sparring Pit, before we got started.
Guilty as charged.
Are people just not using, are you using the Sparring Pit?
I can only speak for myself, man, but I'm not using the Sparring Pit. I mean, part of it is I'm in the end game. Obviously, I've been playing for 4+ years now. and I don't have a lot of, but then again, that's an excuse because I guess I could be always leveling up food or something. But yeah, I'm neglecting my sparring pit. I have it empty right now, so I almost forgot it exists recently, at least in the last year.
Yeah.
But now I'm actually using it right now. I'm putting my champions in.
Oh, I lit some fire under you, huh?
Yeah, you did, man. You did. You motivated me. You guilted me, actually.
Right. You would tell me, like, I was thinking about what you said. You said yeah, you're in the end game. It doesn't, affect you much. You get a champion, you just kind of go level them up. And it made me think about the Forge Pass. There's actually like one of the Forge Pass quests is like level up champion so many levels in the sparring pit. I'm like, I wonder if he gets the Forge Pass or if he just
Bro, how do I say this without sounding so pathetic? I am a dirty pay to win. So I easily clear my forge, but if I'm not for whatever reason, I'll just buy the whatever the heck they are.
Buy the levels.
Yeah. But to my credit, even without using my sparring pit, I haven't had to buy levels in a while.
Nice.
All right. But you're right. Sparring Pit needs an update.
Yeah, it needs some sort of update. I feel like, the amount of XP it gives is kind of trash, honestly. Leveling up champions very slow, and for this to be, like a sparring pit, I would imagine it would give a bit more. Granted, they do let you like spend gems to increase the amount of XP you get per hour, but it's like if I got a champ sitting there per hour, give me a little bit more, maybe if I'm going to use it, and make players want to use it, right? Make it a place that people are like, oh, I need to go make sure I put champs in the sparring pit. I don't know how many people are not really using it, but I would imagine if you like aren't using it, you can't be the only one.
Yeah, now I feel very guilty for not. You're making me feel really bad now, man.
My bad.
But they could do so many cool things with the sparring pit, right? They could get like, champion, like, I don't know. Why not? Am I crazy in saying that, like, why not? It's a sparring pit. They're supposed to be actually sparring or doing something to benefit them.
Mm-hmm.
So why not that, like, all champions in the sparring pit get like, 5% extra bonus or something like that, and you could level that up too. I don't, maybe that's a bad idea, but I don't know, like I feel like you could branch off and not make it just experience is what I'm saying.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking because the only issue with any other type of bonus, like active bonus, would be the fact that you can't use the champion if they're in the sparring pit. So even incorporating something like, the ascension, right? Like you have to use potions to ascend. So maybe if you have your champ in the sparring pit for a certain amount of time, they can get like an ascension star, or like you said, they're supposed to be sparring. They're supposed to be like up in their game. Maybe they can get a skill book or something,
a skill book is, now you're speaking my language, or even like passive mastery farming, I don't know.
Exactly. So make it an actual sparring pit, right? But yeah, definitely needs to be, up to date. And there's, a ton more things, but we won't cover, too many more. But I would say, as far as dungeons go, man, on the topic of masteries, Minnow, when are they going to do something?
Right. What's up with that?
What is up with Minnow, bro?
15 stages.
15 stages. Minnow has been left to collect dust.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else has moved on. We got stage 20 in the keeps. We're up to hard stages on the dungeons where we get, gear from. Obviously, Iron Twin's still at stage 15, but I would imagine at some point they're going to take that up to 20 as well. But, Minotaurs, they're left to collect dust, bro. Do you think they're going to do anything with that, or they just...
Dude, I don't even know at this point. Like, I would have said 2 years ago, yes, I think they're going to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm just like, I don't think they're going to do anything to it. But that made a big difference when they added the Arcane Keep stage 20s, like that was massive, So yeah, it's about time. They're way overdue on Minnow, man. I totally agree. That's I get a lot of comments about that too,
Sorry guys, so right about at the end of this awesome collab, my mic decided to do something crazy and mute itself for whatever reason, but I didn't want you all to miss out on the rest of the conversation. And if Polarium does in fact hear this, then I don't want them to miss any of our suggestions either. In addition to Minotaur, Ash made a great point about Polarium gatekeeping the bazaar.
Remove the gatekeeping from the bazaar and tag team arena. You know, like that's probably the most requested thing I hear, you know? And to me, that's like, why gatekeep it, right? It's like they cost the same no matter what in the bazaar, you know? Like, why gatekeeping the best stuff to an area where people cannot easily get to in gold? That's just like a slap in the face, man, you know?
We definitely feel like players in the lower tag arena, tiers would be inclined to play the game mode more if they didn't have to reach gold to get some of those rewards that you get from being in gold. All of the gold rewards are amazing and would be helpful for anyone progressing in the game. Right now, Ramontu missions are the primary thing enticing people to progress Tag Team Arena at all. But if you don't care about the Ramontu missions, then you probably aren't going to do it. Next, we discuss Classic Arena reset times. Ash has been playing for a long time. Much like many other players, we've got a ton of in-game players that probably just haven't pushed plat because of the reset time.
I've never once gone for arena because I got a kiddo that I got to wake up at 6 a.m. for, and I'm too old to survive on 3 hours sleep, man. It's not for Raid Shadow Legends, So I've never gone for a high arena finish ever. Like, I don't even know if I could, but like, I'm assuming maybe I could, I don't know, but I'd like to try. And I just wish they would rotate their times a little bit on that better, like I'm not asking it to always cater to me, but not just one time zone,
We also touched on hard mode faction wars, which I actually have pulled up right now, actually trying to get my faction wars done. But a hard mode faction wars would be something that is great. I would love to see a hard mode faction wars. It would give us more of an opportunity to get glyphs, possibly another champion reward similar to how Lydia was. Glyphs are already hard enough to get, and they definitely need to do something about the glyphs for sure.
And you know what? Glyphs are the only thing, very, very rarely, maybe like a couple times a year. But like, how Plarium, they're never going to miss an opportunity to sell something, but they never sell glyphs, man. So it tells you something.
And a hard mode faction wars could be that solution. Give us a bit more glyphs and also give us an opportunity to make like mythical perception and mythical resilience gear. Lastly, though, it was a great time talking with Ash about these topics, and maybe you guys have some of your own that you would like to add. So definitely let us know down in the comments below of some of the things that the game desperately needs that Polarium has kind of neglected, some features that are already in the game that are kind of they're kind of worn by now, and they need a bit of a kick. They need a bit of an update. But thank you guys for your support as always. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and until next time, be good and be well.